Okay, so this is a video for my shooting buddy Blazer, but I think this could be a philosophy video for all of y'all. And this is Blazer and I have been operating together, but mostly independently for a long time. And what I suggested the other night was from now on, we standardize on gear. Like, I'm done fucking buying new shit for the most part. I'm going to pick up a few things to outfit Loki and Moon Tiger. And, you know, most of what we've got already kind of mashes together. And I think from here on, when we get shit, we should try to all buy the same shit. For example, like the flashlight that I'm going to buy that he actually already has is the Streamlight ProTech HLX. I don't see a reason not to just standardize on that, unless, the only thing that puts hiccups in that is if we do get PVS 7s or 14s or whatever for you, because you're a weirdo, we're going to need lights that can do fucking IR, probably. That'll be a whole thing. But at least for now, those streamlights work. I've got a red dot. I actually got a couple varieties of red dot that I've kind of carefully chosen out of what's on the market. I'm looking at scopes right now, and I don't know, something like a scope we don't really have to standardize on. But my thought is, if we get as much of this shit the same as possible, or at least hey, let's get 1-inch scopes if we're gonna get scopes, or 30mm scopes if we're gonna get 30mm. But that we could get into that, but that's just expensive. Standardize on M-Lock over Keymod and lots of other shit. Think of our shit as a small military and standardize on shit. There's no reason not to. It would be particularly nice to pick shit that runs the same batteries and pick the same loading of 5.56, and we already have AR-15s. Other shit than that would be pistols. I don't know, man. We have different fucking pistols. I don't think that matters that much, to be honest. I have a 45 1911 on my hip and a black powder revolver and a SIG M17 Flux Raider bag gun chopped thing. It's its own thing. I don't know if that gun is really correct. I might end up putting a fucking brace or stock or some shit back on that at some point, but I like it the way it is for now. And to be honest, I'm not worried about the drop issues with that gun, because if you look at how I'm carrying that gun, it's loaded mags, empty chamber, in a bag. I still like it. There's a method to my madness. Anyway, I don't know what else we could fucking standardize on and shit, but maybe you getting a fucking 2004 to 2006 Honda Odyssey when you go car shopping next time. To be honest, that thing is amazing. For what I paid for it, I can't fucking believe that I got that nice of a car. It has 170,000 miles on it, but the brand new transmission helps that. And I'm going to get it lifted a little bit, and I'm going to finish fucking putting accessories on that shit. It's one of those, I'm balancing projects, and the car and the rifle are connected. I consider the fucking SPR I'm building to be the car's primary weapon, basically. It's like a fucking sniper medic van. That's what I'm building. It's an ambulance that can defend itself with, precision rifle. I think that's handy. I don't really know what else to do. I'd like to get you, Blazer, and another friend of mine, New Thomas Edison, who's here in town. And I need to figure out a different name for him. But he's cool and is into this same shit basically, and I don't know. He has a Mad Max VW bug that will look good in our fucking Marauder convoy. Like, this is 100% like we should start recruiting Mad Max Marauders. But seriously though, for you, we should get you a fucking Honda Odyssey, because then we have parts interchangeability on our vehicles. And I was already pitching like, hey, we're gonna use those vans to go homestead someplace, because like that, to me, I could live out of that van that I'm building for fucking ever probably. Like, I don't really care. Like, it get a little cold in winter, but you know, we don't really live in Alaska, although here lately that has been proven to not, you know, mean much. I don't know. I don't know what else we could standardize on besides that, but like, we were going to buy battery powered tools. I want to do the same thing on that. We were both talking about getting DeWalt's anyway. But you think, oh, battery powered tools don't apply to combat. Battery powered chainsaws 100% apply to combat. Mainly because if someone has a locked wooden door, that chainsaw means it doesn't mean shit. It's a breaching tool. You know, it's not, you know, chainsaw bayonet time or whatever. Although that, I like where your head's at. We need to get fucking gear squared away too. I really like the Alice belt setup I've got going. I'll do a video on that eventually. I might do a video on that today. But I need pouches for it. I gave a 45 pouch to my uncle, and I still need canteen pouches. And an ammo pouch is in the mail. So I might do a video on that when the ammo pouch gets here or something. But it's cheap. It works. That's kind of where I'm at with tactical gear. The belt was $18. The pouches are like $15 each. And then other shit to go on the belt varies, but you can get fucking set of USGI suspenders for like $10. And this is the kind of stuff where like we should standardize on that shit, because it's really, really good and really, really cheap, and we can get a whole shitload of it. Like, at the moment, I'm going to finish other projects, but while that gear for my rack is still cheap on fucking eBay, we should score as much of that as we can. It's the most modern fucking web gear that we can really get a hold of at that price point. At fucking $18 for a war belt, and you know, I think I got the pouches for as low as $12 if we bought them in volume. And then suspenders, the ones I was looking at were like the nylon, I guess LC2s, LC1s, I don't remember which, and they were like $10 to $15 plus shipping depending on where you got them. Like, if we have war rigs and shit over that, like, this is the beautiful part about the Alice gear belts, is you have chest rigs. You even have a chest rig that I'm gonna buy off of you, so I think I'm gonna make that green one that you got my war rig chest rig. He has a old Eagle Industries chest rig that I sold him, and he was gonna sell it, and I'm buying it back. Point is, with this gear, you can just throw a chest rig on over it, and then you're carrying more shit. And even if you just set up your belt like this to haul fucking more magazines, like, imagine if you were going out to conduct a fucking raid or ambush, how handy it would be just to throw on a battle belt with suspenders that had, you know, 12 AR mags or fucking 18 AR mags on it. You could make a belt that was just AR mags. That'd be heavy as fuck. It's 800 AR mags all on one battle belt. But seriously though, like, the whole like recon shit from Nom, that's what they did, was that gear with a chest rig over it. I put it to you that if you want to haul a lot of shit, which we're going to need to haul a lot of shit, chest rig wise, I don't even think we should standardize on that, because I think you have a chest rig and I'll use that green one. And then I've got a medical chest rig set up too, that Rhodesian. That's like, I've got the fucking Chinese chest rig too, but I kind of want to retire that thing. It's a relic. Yeah. I had a drink. Anyway. I think this shit makes sense as the world continues to devolve. Like, we always talked about gear and shit because, like, we're both fucking weirdos. And, like this shit. And, like, to some extent, our stuff is sort of standardized a little bit already because of that. I think we both pretty much decided that AKs weren't that cool. And while I love AKs, I basically wouldn't ever fucking own one now because they're so goddamn expensive. If I could get an AK for $300 or $400, yeah, just as like a beater fun rifle, yeah, I would get that. The craziness they have going on now, it's like, no, fucking AR. The AR-15 I have sitting against the wall over there, Loki, is a $130 lower with a $225 upper on it. Something like this. Cheapest fucking gun in the world. You know, and I love it. Like, it's perfect. I wanted kind of a retro-ish gun. If you want to go cheap, that's what I'd recommend. That's the other thing is, like, I think it's like just a standard defensive carbine. We should pick something cheap like that and get a bunch of them. Those PSA uppers we were looking at that had the Cold Hammer Forged barrels. Imagine those with those SIG Romeo 7S's, the Aimpoint Comp M5 clones on them. You know, get mag pull backup sights. The metal ones are $60-$70 now. You know, maybe put some sort of a light mount on it. Maybe even put a light on it, like get one of those stream lights. You get a light mount that goes in the front sight post, and then mount it with the pressure pad on the handguard someplace. Put a sling on it, some basic bitch shit, and you know, that could be like that's the defense carbine or whatever. I don't know how many of those we would need or whatever, but like it would be handy to have a half a dozen of them or so, just to like leave in positions or whatever. Not to mention, I think it's cool that gun can take a bayonet, and while it does lose out not having rails, you do have the simplicity and cheapness of those plastic handguards. You know, we could get the Magpul handguards. You could actually just order the fucking PSA upper that comes with the Magpul handguards. That would probably be the thing to do, because then you could just mount lights and shit on the handguards. Oh. For long range shit, I don't know. Like, I'm building this SPR rig because I don't really have any long range capability. I call it SPR. It's like, I don't know what it is. SPR, RPK, something in that vein. It's meant to shoot further away. Shotgun's easy because, like, I don't have one, and I have a bunch of 12 gauge ammo, and I know you like 12 gauge, so I'll just buy whatever shotgun you got. I was probably going to get a Mossberg 500, which is probably what you have if you even have a shotgun. You're probably like me, you probably sold it. Blazer and I both kind of like to live light, especially when it comes to guns. Like, I'd rather have a few that I really love rather than a whole shit ton. I've had both. I like having a few that I really love better. Anyway, this has been, gear standardization or whatever. Blazer, if anything else occurs to you that we could standardize on, hit me up. But, like, one thing we should do is, like, a camo pattern. Which I'm guessing you want multicam. We can fight on that one. We should go Snake Plissken urban camo. We'll be the urban camo pirates. See you guys later.